Welcome everybody. Today we're going to do the first unboxing on this channel, which is nice, not Knife 911. Just an unboxing, and I think you all know what this is. This is the Benchmade Freek in CPM-M4, which I just stopped down to my local knife store and picked up. So this is the first time other than the store itself where I've unboxed this thing. And there it is. Taking the access card out. So we've got a split arrow clip. Centering is good but not perfect. It can improve a little bit when I put it back together after I polish out the action, which I think it's probably, it could use a bit of a polish. But I like the texturing on the G10 grips. It's didn't really quite expect that, but it's good. You know, I never liked the Freek, at least the standard model, and the reason I never liked it was because I think it's too flimsy, and it follows this thing which Benchmade has been doing in recent years of putting out very, very cheaply made knives at premium prices, which is just not okay with me from a value standpoint. Normally, the metal in this knife, the frame, the liner, so to speak, only runs to about here, and then everything else is this weird rubber plastic in the Freek, and it makes it lightweight, but it also means this is a very cheaply built knife. This model is different, right? It still has the same length of liner, so they only go to about there, but everything else here is G10, the red G10 of the liners, right, and the G10 here, and G10 is a pretty stout material. I appreciate G10 construction almost as much as I do, having real liners in the knife. So for the M4 Freek, I was like, all right, now I can get behind the Freek because we finally have a version, at least in my opinion, that's worth something. The others that I've handled felt like $50 or $60 knives being sold for $120 or so, which is just not okay with me. But this one I think is different. As far as, definitely going to need an action polish. And the secondary bevels look relatively even. Yeah, they're pretty even, so that's pretty good. And this has one of the finer edges of Benchmade that I've felt recently. So I may not even need to touch this edge right out of the box, which would be really, really nice, and it would show me that Benchmade's edges have been coming up in the world. And as you can see for my gargantuan hands, I mean, I can sort of, kind of, grip. I mean, it's a bit tight. Normally when I grip knives, I pinch grip, just like I would pinch grip a kitchen knife and then throw my other 3 fingers under here, and that makes smaller knives usable in my huge hands. But yeah, excited to have this little guy. CPM-M4 is one of my favorite steels, and Benchmade has an excellent heat treat on theirs. As I said in the review of the 810, it seems to be harder and a bit tougher than the Spyderco offering in CPM-4, and we're going to find out if that's the case here, because this is about the same width behind the edge as my Para 2 my Manix 2 in CPM-M4. So now I'll get what is closer to an apples to apples comparison. Very well, very good. I like it. Oh, and if anyone is in the southeastern Pennsylvania, western New Jersey area, go to Tanner Sports Center to get your Benchmades. You're going to get them at very, very, very good prices. People sell their Benchmades used online for more than I generally get them for at Tanner. So if you're in that geographical area of the country, definitely pay Tanner's in Jameson, Pennsylvania a visit. All right, everybody, that's that for this unboxing.